I have a quick question before we get things started here.
No! 40! We already did it.
The question itself is not important, it's the answers. Please, Ben, okay, shut the fuck up! 4,000 8-year-olds in one room. Which is our Wiggles cover band. So it begins. If you could respond by making noise if it applies to you, we've been told. Wait for it. We have been told there are some nerds here tonight. Is that true? That's good, because with our very first song, we would like to pander to the ever-living fuck out of you. But it comes from the heart, so we hope you enjoy. George R.R. Martin, please write me right faster. Not going to get any younger, you know. Winter is coming, I'm growing impatient, and you still got 2 whole damn books back to go. So write George, write like the wind. I first began with my friend that wrote me, and he'll brought your paperback called Game of Thrones. How could I know that the seed would grow into an addiction that held me right down to my bones? Now 5 books later, I work with the masses, indignant, entitled, and waiting for word that the Great Bearded Glacier has finally published 700 more pages of crap for the nerds. Why does every new verse of your song keeps taking you so goddamn long? George R.R. Martin, please write me right faster. Please give us boiled leather and sigils and steel. We need our allotment of incest and intrigue and 6-page descriptions of every last need. So write George, write like the wind. Lewis took 5 years to chronicle Narnia. Tolkien had 10 years and Rowling took 10. Lucas spent nearly 3 decades on Star Wars, and we all know how that one turned out in the end. You're not our bitch and you're not a machine, and we don't need to dictate how you spend your days. But please bear in mind, in the time that you've had, William Shakespeare turned down 35 free plays. And if you keep writing so slow, you'll hold up the HBO show. George R.R. Martin, please write me right faster, cause we won't stop whining until we're appeased. Crap out the chapters, and George, while you're at it, stop killing our favorite characters, please. And write George, right like the wind. George R.R. Martin, please write it right faster. Before you are dead, George, please write like the wind. I think we hit the nerd sweet spot with that one. Which is our They Might Be Giants cover band. Oh shit. How you doing? Oh man, we got an Asari down front, it's all sexy and stuff. Hi. Guitar's getting louder over next to me instead of next to him. He's fixing it? Okay. Okay, let's see, who else do we have here? We've got some Dr. Horribles in the house, we've got this guy right down here. Hey, what is this fucking nerd romper room? I see Debbie, and I see Larry. Oh shit.
It's pretty fun. I'm just terrible at it.
We're angering GLaDOS. Which is our Jonathan Colton cover band. point we get too, that's perfect. If any point we get too slick and professional for you people, please stop us. All right, second song. We are the opening band. We are here 5 or 6 or 7 songs. Don't go too long and get the hell off the stage. We are the opening band. We're probably not the band you came to see tonight, but it's alright, cause soon we'll go away. And we're wondering just where the hell's the sound guy? Disappeared just after we got up there. He's probably behind the building, rolling up a fatty, and he'll be gone until our last song. We got the BWN. I had to sell every Star Wars figure that I had and ask my dad to go sign for the loan. We don't got a whole lot of fans. Nobody asked for our autograph, and sad to say, as of today, no panties have been thrown.
Wait, you know what? First of all, thank you for the Astroglide. I've just run out. But second of all, you could put out somebody's eye with this thing. Careful how you throw this. I got hit in the face with a fruit pie a couple of years ago. I'm still feeling this sting.
What does it say about a crowd that throws Astroglide and potatoes?
Astroglide and Potatoes is my culture club cover band.
Alright, we're gonna have to sort through all the gifts later. Jeez, there's diapers, there's a bag of what probably is dog poop over there. We can only hope. Re-lyricking. We don't got a whole lot of fans. Nobody has our autograph, and sad to say, as of today, all the things we're thrilled. We spent 6 hours in traffic on the highway for $50 and half price on the cheese fries and 3 Miller Lite on tap. Who can drink that crap? My cousin lives in town and will be crashing at his place unless his girlfriend's home from college and she's staying for the weekend. And if she is, then we will have to go and park the van behind the IHOP by the turnpike, and we'll sleep in the back seat. And we're wondering just where the heck our ass is. Probably getting wasted in the green room, and they don't give a rat's ass who we are. So when they start to play up here, we're gonna drink all their beer. Hope that all of you sign up on our mailing list and buy our discs and t-shirts in black and gray. We are the opening band. We only got about 25 more minutes left. That's all we get to blow your ass away. We are the opening band. Hello! Hello! Who got 5 stars on that rock band? And we totally apologize for that last note being in rock band for you there. It made the victory all the sweeter. We know you're not lying. We back at PAX Prime a number of months back, we were lucky enough to be asked to do a number of songs for the Acquisitions Incorporated live Dungeons and Dragons. So we got to throw in and mix some songs and music cues and such. Anyone? So here's a couple of very brief ones that you might be able to use in your own home game, maybe. The home game version of Pull and Storm. Wow, this is coming
like a box of panties and a pirate hook?
That is my Jimmy Buffett cover band.
Don't blow the daily. Don't blow the daily. Don't blow the daily. Please don't fuck it up. Critical hit. I like that shit. That's what you want. Another critical hit.
Thank you. As soon as we find a developer and someone gives $50,000, we're going to put out an app with just those two songs on it.
And any other crazy crap you think of.
Okay, so this next song, it's called Thanksgiving. It was written around the time of Thanksgiving, but it is not actually about Thanksgiving.
But its message is just as universal. As this time of year comes round again, I find myself reflecting on all the things for which I'm grateful, like my family and friendships, and the fact my life is relatively free from pain and tragedy. There's so much I am thankful for, but still, if there's someone or something out there responsible for all of this and listening to me thank them, then I ask you, sir or madam, would you kindly tell George Lucas to stop screwing with our trilogy? And on behalf of all of us, say, George, please fucking stop. I am thankful for the Firefly crew, especially for Kaylee, and I'm thankful I won't live to see the rise of the machines, and I'm thankful that Joss Whedon is directing the Avengers. And speaking of directors, hey there, George. A movie is a snapshot of the era it was made in, like a painting or a photograph, or even this song's lyrics, and we won't go back to change them. If Avengers ends up sucking, we'll just shrug, and then we'll go make something new. So fucking stop. Everybody knows Darth Vader didn't say a goddamn word when he threw the Emperor down the Death Star 2's reactor shaft. And everybody knows that Greedo never even fired when Han shoots first and sets up his entire moral journey. Plus it's cool. I know that in the scheme of things it's just a first world problem, and there's many more important issues. Even so, I'm asking you that if you're not too busy with the problems of the universe, and if you've got a moment, I would sure appreciate if you drop in on Mr. Lucas, maybe grab him by his neck beard and then vigorously shake him and say, George, it's very simple, just release the goddamn Blu-rays with the versions we remember, then shut up and take our money, and then please fucking stop.
Thank you. Now we're going to do something different and completely unexpected. Before that, I need to clear the space. No offense to all of you who threw diapers at us. Because Storm and I are actually, as much as we love you guys, when it comes down to it, we are just using PAX as a springboard to give our TED Talk.
Many of you have already sussed this out from the start.
Yeah, I mean, Ted has not asked us to give a TED Talk, but we want to be ready when that call comes. So
And we can think of no other audience that can compare intelligence in the world except for PAX East.
right.
we'd like to take a few minutes now to talk to you about satire and the creative process. It's something that, as comedians and satirists, we get asked about a lot. Oh, shit. We could use some video up there at this point. The topic of our TED conference talk is failure. This demonstrates how you handle it. Something we get asked about a lot. So as comedians and satirists, it's tied in quite directly with the concept of inappropriateness. Now, before we get talking about this subject, we would like to lead off with a concrete example of easily the saddest and least funny thing on the internet, if not in the entire world. I know, let's just soak it in, just wallow in it for a while. Oh, God, thousands of animals suffer, especially this guy.
Oh, the kids in hell, he has one eye.
You know what? Thousands were rescued last year, ladies and gentlemen. Thousands of animals were rescued, but not this little fella.
We see you squirming in your seats. We see the anguish.
Okay, wait, I have to stop it. That is, of course, the ASPCA commercial with Sarah motherfucking McLachlan making us all want to open our veins onto a bunch of suffering abandoned pets. Now, the reason this is relevant, a number of months ago, Storm made a tweet about this very commercial, talking about how sad and depressing and manipulative it was.
You gotta run for the remote when you hear that song anymore.
Like quicker than if your mom walks in on you watching porn. And that led to a discussion between us of ways that we could possibly maybe improve slightly on the situation, which in turn led to the creation of the Twitter hashtag songs to make ASPCA commercials less depressing.
As you can imagine, the internet embraced it wholeheartedly and offered a number of quite excellent and constructive suggestions.
Here's a couple of examples of the wonderful shit you twisted people came up with.
You got the touch! You got the
Okay. I know, right? I feel better already. It's better. Here's another.
You get the idea.
Okay. Now these examples, of course, beg the question of what is crossing the line? But what exactly is the line? Well, let's discuss it.
We can handle this scientifically, as we're about to show. All humor exists on two axes. All jokes exist on two axes. Level of humor and level of tastelessness. It's science, people, science. Now, if your joke's level of humor is greater than its level of tastelessness, you get a laugh. If it does not, you get or worse.
So as comedians, it is our job to find, monitor, and constantly attempt to not cross that line. We like to refer to this as the line of "oh." But this is not an easy process.
For one basic reason, because tastelessness is not a fixed point. It exists across a continuum, which we demonstrate thusly.
So if we start all the way over at the left, on the far side of safety, you have basic topics such as airline food. There's a reason this is a hacky comedian's joke. It's because no one is going to dispute with you that airline food sucks. You're not taking any risk whatsoever.
It's also inanimate. The airline food is not going to be offended. You get into people, it gets a little trickier. However, you have a topic like lawyers. No one is really going to take issue with you, probably not even lawyers.
As your subjects get to more specific people, let's say, you can run into higher levels of danger. Religion, inherently funny to a great many people, inherently totally not funny to a great many others.
Even if you're not dealing with specific people, it can be very tricky in territory. You really want to know what you're doing before you go there.
And the continuum just continues onward from there. So, let's apply some of these lessons and mathematical principles we've been talking about to a few concrete examples. Example number 1.
Hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you blue.
Okay. What we have here is a basic humor concept of contrast. Take one thing, sad dogs. Take a rock and roll song, funny. Now, it also has a dimension that the song is called Black Dog. However, if you did not know that, it wouldn't add to the tastelessness. So it falls pretty low on the tastelessness scale.
So this gray area is a distribution of responses from when we polled the population. We analyze the data for a while and then just arbitrarily decide where we think it belongs within it.
Moving on.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Okay. It's basically still the same contrast joke. However, a little bouncier, a little bubblier. And it also introduces the concept of letting the dogs out when the animals are clearly still in cages.
So it exists slightly higher in the humor scale and slightly farther over in tastelessness, thusly. Now, again, not every example is cut and dried and easy to suss out.
I'm impressed.
Thank you, that was my white guy dance around move. It's the only move I know.
Once again, it's a simple contrast joke, but amped up with 80s music, which is, of course, inherently funny. Given a normal population, this song might fall somewhere roughly around there. However, you must know your audience, because then a joke can suffer from what we call guilt by association. As anyone out there who's familiar with the Jurassic Park episode of Futurama knows, I think a few of them are, that particular song carries a much less funny, much more tear-inducing subtext. So for civilians, it's clearly on the proper side of the line. For a certain nerd subset, it belongs.
Okay, let us raise the level of difficulty yet higher. Posted without comment.
So now we've sort of walked you up through the scales, and we want to show you from our expert research and science what the furthest point is, as far out as you can go, even further to the right of this graph.
Right, because the question is there a point at which the level of tastelessness of a joke cannot be overcome by its inherent humor and funniness? After careful research, we have found, actually it doesn't even fit on the screen, it's probably somewhere up here. Ladies and gentlemen, the farthest data point in our study. today. Man, I should not have been sprinting like that, Jesus. We are going to take some of these lessons home with you and apply them in your daily lives, because as you can see, comedy is not an easy thing. We are professionals.
So just in the name of showing you what happens when it goes off the rails, we would like to demonstrate for you what we call shitting all over the line.
Thank you. Conference. I cannot tell you, it has literally been months I've been looking forward to doing just that here in this room tonight. That was awesome. Thank you, guys.
So at this point we have two...
No, not yet at this point. At this point, we have to sell you some shit.
Right.
We, like pretty much all the musicians here, we have things for sale.
Just say hickeys?
Twinkies. So, along with everything else, we have a brand new, wholly redesigned USB drive.
I know, fancy.
Now, not only does it look cool, it is 4 gigabytes, which is big. It's powered by an infinite improbability drive. And since it has pretty much everything I've ever recorded in some videos, it contains all the things. We also have a brand new t-shirt. We commissioned a marketing study, and they told us that the 3 elements that you absolutely need on a t-shirt for proper promotion is a logo, your band's name, and your website. So as such, we have a new t-shirt with our logo, band's name, and on the back our URL. That's called meta humor, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we had these last year, but they're a big hit. They're pretty much my favorite thing that we sell. Of course, the official Paul and Storm Blank is the name of my blank cover band t-shirt. Which,
My favorite thing that we sell is my Kiss cover band.
nice! See? Like that. And it comes with a washable marker from our friends at Think Geek, so you can do the joke over and over and over and over and over, just like your heroes, Paul and Storm.
So now we have 2 questions for you, PAX East. Question first, do you like musicals? Pretty good, but I think we need to move it up to the fish in a barrel level. Do you like video games? Kinda had a sneaking suspicion on that one.
Way to go out on a limb, Paul and Storm.
Yeah, that's what we do. We're risk dare takers.
How many of you there like puppies and kittens?
Maybe not the best example given what you said about 10 minutes ago.
Not the best time, you're right.
But everybody's in luck, whether you like musicals or video games, because you get them both in this next song. It is Frogger, the Frogger musical. Chicken might have done it, I just couldn't say. But if I'm gonna make it home, this is the only way. Violates the traffic and embedded than a stream. It's like it's something that completely in a fever dream. Tunnel like a law enforcement on this work of crime. I write a letter, but I simply haven't had the time. Give me a call tomorrow if I hadn't died. And I can tell you how I made it to the other side.
A break, down like a bus. A break if I make it to the other side. A break, down like a bus. Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice that you seem a boost, shall we? It seems to me, in a world so cold and lonely, no one should do this on their own. We're already past the highway, so if you are going my way, there's room inside. If you want to ride, I'll take you to the place we're heading toward. Hop on board, let's get slow together. Hop on board, we'll share this road forever. If you're with me, there'll never be a difference before. They'll never stop us, baby. Hop on board, hop on board. Interspecies love is legal, right? Now that you have got my back, I see a new plan of attack. And suddenly the path is clear. The way to get to there from here. From the turn up to cross the stop, getting closer with every jump. We reach the end somehow. Then I look in your eyes and now I'm home. Come on, wave the same PAX. And now I'm home. It's 4 words, it's real easy. And now I'm home. Good for this guy, whose arms don't work apparently. Thank you, man. Now just the manly male voices. And now I'm home. Now just the ladies and your lovely lady voices. And now I'm home. You guys look beautiful, Pax. Don't they look beautiful? And now I'm home. 20 more times. And now I'm home. Last time. And now I'm That's right, we are home, aren't we? That is how you pander.
Which is the name of our Pollen Storm cover band. World's only self-covering band. Which is our Spinal Tap cover band.
I was gonna go with Beach Boys, but I like yours better. Wow. Thank you, PAX. You guys are unbelievable. Please give yourself a huge hand on our behalf. You guys absolutely are the best audience anywhere, year-round. We said this last year. There are very few opportunities for a couple of old 40-ish dudes to feel like genuine rock stars. We can't tell you how much it means to us. So we promise to keep making dick jokes for you for the next 40 years. And thank you to Mike and Jerry and Koo, and especially to all of your enforcers. Give your enforcers a huge round of applause. These are the red shirts we hope never ever die. And speaking of red shirts, I'd like to interrupt for a moment to mention that all the way from Australia, Will Wheaton has sent me a nasty penis by text. So that's Twitter.
It's the penis down under.
Through a
Australia for penis.
threw a shrimp on my Barbie. If you would all be so kind,
You call that a penis?
that's not a penis.
That's a penis.
Apparently my Australian sounds like a Cockney. That's not a penis! I walked on that!
Sweet like a chimney?
Crocodile Dundee, they call me! Oh, Max, and I'm so mad.
And the last shred of our dignity just went stage left.
No. Speaking of that, I cannot allow this aggression to stand. So, while we are setting up this next song, and I promise you it's going to take a long enough time for you to do it. Those of you who heard our last song in concert usually know what I'm talking about. Those of you with smartphones, if you could please pull them out. Pull up Twitter. And please send the following message. @WILW, that is at Will Wheaton, space, the number 3, then anywhere from 3 to 8 equal signs and then a capital D. I would like if you would be so kind to completely fill Will Wheaton's responses Twitter feed with penises. Because we have an army of 4,000 strong! And we ride at first light! With penises!
Which is our George Michael cover band.
Yeah, you know what? It's not getting any better for the next 10 minutes, so.
Which is our other Paul and Storm cover band.
But speaking of the next 10 minutes, it is time for a song about pirates! Looks like we might have a bad chord, so if we can swap out that chord while I rehearse our audience here. How many of you have never seen us perform live before, by show of hands? Okay, then you guys need some training, but I bet you're ready for it. When we cue you, and only when we cue you... You people suck. When we cue you, let forth with a full-throated piratical R. Please to practice that now! They're really good at that, Storm.
I'm a little scared.
Practice one more time! Such power we wield. Hit us 2 times. Hit us 5 times. Tis a disciplined rule for the most part. There's a lot of rounding up going on out there. What about somebody's holding a phone up at me here? Holy shit, look at how many penises are in this phone.
That's the weirdest sperm attack
Here's one. Oh, I don't know how to use this fucking thing. I'm an iPhone guy. Here, somebody pull up the feed. You guys have to see this. We gotta... What? Everybody's pointing here. Okay. Where is the camera? This our camera here?
So many
there you are.
penises.
Jesus Christ. Where is Waldo? Okay. You did that, people. You did that. Look at those guys. Apparently John Holmes is on Twitter. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for that. Please feel free to continue posting those throughout the remainder of the evening at him.
Or the rest of the week. It's up to you.
Yeah. Practice yet one more final time. 7 minutes and 37 seconds. Like that's gonna happen. All right. Thank you again, PAX East. We are Paul and Storm. It's been our pleasure performing for you. This last song is called The Captain's Wife's Lament. The ship sailed into harbor after 15 months at sea. The captain hit the tavern with his crew of 53.
That's you.
Give me an R.
What's that spell? Tonight's show is brought to you by the letter and by the number. It is an irrational number.
And by the plural state of being.
And by the chemical element. Correct. It is a noble gas.
Crew of 53. They're drinking up their pay. They stagger through the town. But all the kids in public houses turn the sailors down. Dejected are.
Sad attitudes, pirates. Give us a... I have been awake and gaming for 40 hours. That sounds an awful lot like a, let's say, zombie R. Now you are ready for Jonathan Vincent.
Yet another of our Bone Storm cover bands.
Yes, a surprised R. Give us a confused R. Give us a Scooby-Doo R. Same thing with extra mustard. Sorry, did I go too Kermit the Frog on that? Same thing with extra mustard. Give us a Kermit the Frog R. Give us a Miss Piggy R. Your favorite thing. If I say near, you say R. Thank you, Grovar. Super Grovar.
I've lost my place. Oh, dejected are. You realize, like, the level of enthusiasm in this room, we could take over the rest of Boston. But instead, let's just go take over the 7-Eleven about 4 blocks away. Go get some Dr. Pepper. Or a Slurpee. I was pushing it a little bit. A Slim Jim R. Dejected R. Yeah, Barrito, yes. Retard. They said that in 12 hours you'll have diarrhea. I'm going to stop talking to this man now. Dejected R. The captain said, "Fear not, me lad, you all can come with me. I live just around the corner, and you all can stay for free." Hopeful R.
What kind of socks do you like, miss?
What is this?
Potato!
This is a 2-bar.
From what game? Artemis.
Portal R. 2R.
Bar.
He's made out
And Queen R!
Well, we become Carrot Top. Prop guy.
of a potato and a diaper.
Potato in front.
And some Astroglide. That's my PAX emergency kit right there.
PAX Emergency Kit is my Proto Man cover band.
Okay. We were at, where were we?
Hopeful R!
Yeah, we're at R. That helps a fucking lot. Ask a dumbass question. We were at Hopeful R. But when the captain's wife awoke upon the break of day, they say that you could hear her wailing clear to Boggy Bay.
Not take you to a
Take off with your It's like the opposite of a Q. Alright.
I think we be getting the Tourette's R. You be getting it whether we're asking for it or not.
I believe the audience has become self-aware. Terminators. Sergeant Schwarzenegger.
Same random things that say R.
Yeah, you know what? We can play this game all night. And then Jonathan Cole couldn't come out here. He's not the boss of us. He's not our beard boss. Beard boss is my ZZ Top cover band. the count of 3, we're gonna do one more R and we'll finish this fucking song. Banana?
Banner?
Right. You know what? I'm in front of 4,000 people with a microphone. I'm gonna do this. Banana. Banana.
Da, 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 da.
Banana.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah! We can all be out building houses for Habitat for Humanity right now, but no, we just did the fucking Manamana song. And that's good enough for me. Okay. Are you people ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Well, I was born ready, so let's do this shit. 1, 2, 3. Sat there, seeming all around the bed, seeming on the floor, seeming in the bathroom, behind the closet door, seeming in the fireplace, and seeming in the hall. The living room is carpeted with seeming wall to wall. Seeming on the stair, and worst of all, the seeming in the underwear. Seeming with the bar right beneath the table too. I do believe you're seeming lots of movie in your shoe. Seeming here in front of me, seeming in the rear. I'm on the seeming in the shit, the layer there, seeming out the window sill, seeming in the yard, the seeming even up the stairs above the sleeper. I have my pretty buttons rolling in the chair to wake up in the morning with your seeming in my head. Disgusted are. Are you excited?